It is extremely important to me that the stories we share are authentic and that we strive to tell both perspectives. I've been a local to this remarkable island 3 times and a tourist too many times to count. Our Home Your Holiday celebrates Aruba. There's a reason why Arubans are so patriotic, and there's a reason why visitors keep coming back. Let's dive into the elements that makes Aruba our home and the perfect holiday. Welcome to a new episode of Our Home Your Holiday. I'm your host, Yentalu. Today is a very romantic day in Aruba, and no, I'm actually not talking about Valentine's Day. For 5 years, Aruba has hosted Aruba I Do, which is the Caribbean's largest vow renewal. Aruba Tourism Authority did some homework, and they found out that 80% of Americans say that whether a wedding ceremony is small or big, it contributes to marital happiness. And let's just talk about the setting and the venue. We are, of course, on Eagle Beach, the world's second best beach in the world, voted by TripAdvisor travelers, and the Caribbean's very best. Plus, there's the Aruba iconic sunset that will take place. So let's find out from some lovebirds and participants of Aruba I Do this year to see how they feel about this event. Try to imagine a more romantic setting than this. You are with the person you love in front of the unmatched Aruba sunset as the backdrop, and you're on the best beach in the Caribbean sharing a kiss plus recommitting to one another. I bet you can't think of anything more romantic. This once-in-a-lifetime memorable milestone of renewing your vows has been happening on this island for 5 years. Aruba Tourism Authority hosted the Aruba I Do for the 5th time, and they had a record-breaking number of couples sign up. More than 300 pairs signed up to say their I Do's again in this picture-perfect setting. Couples, young and old, from all over the world stood on Eagle Beach with the love of their life to recommit, renew, and reestablish themselves to their spouse. The growing number of people taking part in this magical celebration reinforces just how special this uniquely iconic event that Aruba hosts is. Let's hear from them directly on what they think of Aruba I Do.
I think it's awesome. I've never heard of anything like this before. We love to travel and have been many places, but this is the first event like this that I've ever heard of. So I think it's an awesome event, and it's a great time for couples to come out and show their love and commitment and just honor each other.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh my, it's incredible. All these people sharing their love for each other and everyone.
I was surprised and delighted that Aruba is just putting this on for people that are here visiting. And I thought, wow, what we weren't expecting it, but the chance to celebrate this together is just awesome.
I think the event's fantastic. I mean, came here, just get everybody together, renew your vows. It's fantastic. It's just, and to be honest, it's free, right? I mean, it's nothing you got to pay for. You got to sign up, and it's just beautiful. It's not a lot of things like this happen around, when we travel. So everything costs something, and this is just kind of cool. That's just bringing people together and recommitting them.
I think this event is incredible. I mean, of all places to do it, paradise. Aruba's one of the best islands we've ever been to, and to share our love and make this another memory couldn't have been more perfect.
It's so sweet. I'm so happy that I found out about it. I'm so happy that they put this on.
Honestly, I think the event is awesome. People are going to be here for very many reasons, but I think it's good for us specifically because of the ability to recommit to each other.
We spent our honeymoon here 11 years ago, almost to the day. So Aruba's a special place, and to be able to do this is really great.
This is a fantastic event. I can't believe there's over, I think, 200 couples that showed up here today. It is absolutely amazing. It brings everybody together in love to renew your vows, no matter how many years you've been married. It's fantastic.
I feel like it's special because I get to redo something that I didn't get to do with my parents before I was born.
As the ceremony took place, married couples who have been together for just a few years or a few decades all stood tall and proud, reaffirming their devotion, love, and life to their significant other. For a few moments, they are consumed by only each other and are reminded of how precious vows are and what they mean. One thing is for sure, it doesn't matter if it is this couple's first time visiting the island or if it's this couple's 20th time. This one happy island will forever be special to them because of this precious moment made possible by Aruba I Do.
Within this sea of couples, there's got to be a few really incredible love stories, right? Well, let's find out.
Aruba's phenomenal.
Hold on though. He didn't always think that. In fact, this couple came to the island 5 decades ago and swore they'd never come back.
We actually came on our honeymoon to Aruba 50 years ago.
And we swore. Did I speak?
It was very empty then, and there was nothing to do here, so we said we're never going to come back.
Meet Peter and Lorraine, who participated in Aruba I Do to renew their vows to celebrate their 50th anniversary. According to the pair, the island looked very different 50 years ago. It wasn't as vibrant and lively as they would have liked.
Well, it was great coming on our honeymoon here, but at that time there were 3 hotels down there, and we actually rented a car for a day as a young couple, and we drove around the island, and there was unique stuff, but there wasn't any action other than what we were catching at those 3 places that were near us.
Over the years, Aruba has evolved from this to this and is now a leading tourist destination. Not only did the Starbergs return to Aruba, they've been visiting annually for the last 17 years.
Present day, Aruba is our home away from home, and it's like a second family to us.
This week, Aruba became even more special to the duo as they said their I do's again 50 years later. Good thing too, because Lorraine wanted another chance at her vows.
The event that the government of Aruba, the tourism, the opportunity they give for couples to renew their vows is absolutely lovely, and you couldn't ask for a more beautiful setting than this.
We sure are glad these two gave Aruba a second chance. They've fallen in love with the island and are now annual loyal visitors. Happy 50th anniversary to the Starbergs.
Aruba I Do is a uniquely iconic event orchestrated by Aruba Tourism Authority. For 5 beautiful years, couples from around the world come here to recommit to their spouse. So let's speak with tourism professionals behind Aruba I Do for a well-executed and successful annual occasion.
Officially, this year's Aruba I Do had the biggest turnout with a record-breaking 335 couples signing up. It certainly seems pairs from around the globe love this event. And let's face it, it is also a very clever and original idea thought up by the tourism professionals at Aruba Tourism Authority. While tourist destinations across the world focus on main events, such as weddings and honeymoons, Aruba capitalized upon a niche market of couples looking to rekindle, reconnect, and renew.
ATA, it's very important to host events like this because it showcases us also from the romance perspective. We often think about weddings and honeymoons, but it's also a very important moment after the wedding, after the honeymoon, to have that special occasion of renewing the vows. And what better place to renew your vows than on the most beautiful beach in the Caribbean, and the second most beautiful in the world. So it's like a perfect way to showcase ourselves in a different light to both our repeat visitors, but also to new visitors.
Marisol says her and her team are incredibly proud to be part of such a meaningful event. It is rewarding to see the outcome.
You can actually feel the love. I think you also felt it as you were walking around, that somehow it becomes very tangible because you can see the excitement that people have in their eyes, the way they look at each other, and just that overall feel. It's like a sense of peace and love that is all around us.
may you find an even richer joy.
Aruba I Do has evolved since its inception. The success of this event has been embraced island-wide by various hospitality partners.
So the first edition, it was mostly focused on PR and very driven from the PR angle, but eventually now you see a lot of hotels are also embracing it with specific packages, restaurants. So it's becoming more of an island-wide way to also market the destination. So not only for us at the Aruba Tourism Authority, but also the individual properties are embracing this and making use of it. And it's one thing we can say we can add to what we already have, that we have the largest vow renewal in the Caribbean. And as you can hear in the background, we add extra touches like our local brass band that gives to that whole feeling of you're in Aruba. So that makes it special.
Like Marisol said, one of the best parts of Aruba I Do is the opportunity for AT to showcase some of Aruba's various cultural prides. At the event, the very popular and romantic Papiamento song, Aboso, was performed. Aruba's Asambejo music energizes any party and captivates the audience, so it is without exception that they make an appearance. Who can forget about displaying loudly and proudly of Aruba's carnival celebration? Here is another perspective that we uncovered at ATA's Aruba I Do. The perspective we are going to get is a local one. Sure, Aruba I Do is a success with tourists, and it is also an event that actually captures the people of the island as well, such as the Hermans. Out of the record-breaking number of registrations, 20 couples are local, including Desiree and Teo. They've been together for 15 years and decided to commemorate the occasion by renewing their vows here at Eagle Beach. Mr. Herman actually surprised his wife by inviting along their family to Eagle Beach to celebrate with the pair. Needless to say, the pair really treasured the event. There were also local bystanders witnessing the event unfold, such as Ricardo Malmberg, who says the vow renewal ceremony is a brilliant way to make our visitors' experience in Aruba that much more special.
Looking at the couples and just the idea, I think it's very unique. People, want to, a lot of times they don't even think about it, but, you can see how people take pictures. They've created kind of settings where you can take different pictures, and with the local brass band and, giving it kind of a Aruban atmosphere. I think it's a hell of an idea. It's a way of promoting, getting people to the island to actually do something different. And obviously, if you, make a second, third, or whatever vow, you're going to remember it for years. So Aruba will stay in your mind as a great memory that been at such an event. So I think it's a great idea.
Ricardo mentioned perfect photo op moments, and he's right. People took countless pictures, videos were being recorded, and some couples even went live on their social media channels. The amount of exposure this event received is immeasurable. In this digital age, it's of course a great thing.
I think it's a great marketing angle that the Aruba Tourism Authority and the team that works on the marketing and promoting of Aruba. I must say it's very ingenious, and I commend them on it. And we should be looking at different things like this where we're kind of standing out, doing things that are unique and are not, copying other things that other islands already are doing. And so we can remain at the forefront where we are now and keep the momentum going.
Ricardo says maybe more Arubans should join couples like the Hermans and take advantage of this wonderful ceremony and make new friends while they are at it.
If we can encourage the locals also to be part of this, I think it would be even greater, because then the tourists would interact with the local and get to know people from Aruba and maybe build friendships and then have more reasons to come back to Aruba. Because our people are very friendly and they would like to probably engage with some kind of a conversation, and before you know it, these people have some kind of a tie to Aruba. I met this Aruban couple and they also had their vows and it was great.
thank you so much for tuning in to this very special edition of Our Home Your Holiday. I certainly hope you felt the love in the air. Signing off right here at Eagle Beach, I'm your host, Yentl Lu.